name is Juli Henderson, and I am, first of all, a wife to my husband Chris for 43 years, a mom to 5 kids, voice teacher, and a community advocate for people with disabilities. Sweet Robert, we call him Precious Robert. He was the 5th child, and he was a twin to Victoria. About 2 and a half, he had his first large seizure in my car. He had a little bit of delay in his speech, and Victoria was always ahead, and Robert was a little bit lacking. We discovered that he had something called a mitochondrial disease. God was, the person I had to really wrestle with and struggle, because here I'd been given this incredible young man who has a terminal illness. Now, what do I do with that? I realized that Robert is not going to be healed. And so to ask God to change him would have meant he wouldn't have been Robert. This is who Robert is. This is who I get to raise. Robert loved Spider-Man, SpongeBob. He loved every kind of video that had dancing in it or music. He was the love of our lives. Should have had him a couple years, because most kids, as severe as he was, would pass early on, and we got him for 18 years. And we hear this noise in his room, and both of us rush in there, and that same long, prolonged seizure was happening again. And he passed right in front of us in my arms. It was a holy moment for me, and I say, even now, I birthed this wonderful child with all his complexities, but I birthed him, and then I got to see him pass. I mean, who gets that? To realize that his whole life, those 18 years, was about teaching me how to love outside of myself. I think that is, again, no one could have taught me that except for Robert. Getting the privilege and the honor of doing any kind of advocacy work with other families or in the community is all about Robert. It's like his life counted in our family, and so I want it to count for other families. No, it's not always perfect, and it's hard work, but the joy that you get the privilege of raising someone who is different than you, and then you get to help another family, and you get to work, as a volunteer at Morgan's or wherever you get to work. What an honor for Morgan's to look at what we do and say, we want to honor that. I was overwhelmed. It was a validating thing for me. Take it like I have a hard time receiving those compliments. Take it as such a compliment that Morgan's recognized that what you're doing is impactful, and it's meaningful, and it's needed. Congratulations, you're in a very small group of people that are doing things that impact the community.